I think all parents want their kids to learn another language, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's 2025. Screens are everywhere. How do we even start? All right, so let's kick things off with the apps. Everyone's heard of Duolingo.
Yeah, Duolingo's been around forever.
This little owl's so cute.
They're great for teens because it's like a game, right?
It's free too, which is nice, but I've heard those ads can be a bit much.
The paid version gets rid of those. It's worth it if they're going to use it a lot.
Now, this one blew my mind. Memrise, they're using VR and AR.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool.
Imagine your teen, like in a virtual cafe in Paris, practicing French.
Teens learn best by doing, right? So it makes sense.
But I bet that VR stuff isn't free, is it?
You're right. You need the pro version for that.
Okay, what about Babbel then? How's that different?
Babbel is perfect for busy teens. You know, the ones who are always on the go.
Because it's personalized.
Yeah, they have these study plans based on their goals and schedule.
So you can fit it in between soccer and homework. So they're not using the no time excuse.
Nope. And the first lesson's free, so we can check it out.
Nice. And then there's italki. This one's interesting.
italki is different. It's like having a real teacher, but online.
So for teens who need that personal touch.
And one-on-one feedback can be super motivating.
Okay, so we've covered the big names and apps, but there's got to be more, right?
Oh yeah, Fluency isn't just about apps. It's using a language in real life.
That's where parents can really make a difference.
Right.
So let's go beyond the app. What else have you got?
Well, first up, foreign media,
Like movies and stuff.
movies, TV shows, even YouTube, all in the target language though.
But won't you get lost if they don't understand everything?
Start with subtitles. Then they can challenge themselves to go without.
Oh, that's a good tip. Train their ears without them even realizing.
And podcasts are great.
Yeah, podcasts.
Especially those slow audio ones. They can listen while doing other stuff.
Like chores or walking the dog.
It's learning without feeling like studying.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we've covered listening. What about reading? But not like textbooks, right?
No, definitely not textbooks. Think more like bilingual books.
Bilingual books.
Yeah, like English on one side and Spanish on the other.
Oh, that's cool. I've seen those.
Yeah, and it really helps them make those connections.
What about for teens who aren't big readers?
Comics are great. They're more visual.
True, true.
And there's this tool, LingQ. It reads the text out loud.
Whoa, wait, so it's like an audiobook.
Kind of, but it also highlights the words as it goes.
Oh, that's so smart.
It can be really helpful for some learners.
Okay, so we've got listening, reading, now the big one, speaking.
Yeah, speaking can be tough, even for adults.
For sure. Any tips for getting teens to actually talk?
Well, there are some apps that connect you with native speakers.
Oh yeah, like Hello Talk and Tandem.
Those are the ones. It's like social media, but for language exchange.
Yeah, my niece uses one of those.
It's a fun way to practice, low pressure.
What about getting them to actually talk to people in person?
Meetups, local language groups, maybe even join them.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Make it a family thing.
Exactly. And don't forget about writing.
Oh right, writing in another language, that sounds hard.
You can be, but start small, like journaling or even just notes.
Yeah, small steps.
And there's AI now that can help with grammar.
Wait, really? AI for grammar?
Yeah. ChatGPT, for example, it's pretty amazing.
So it's like having a grammar tutor on demand.
And if you can, travel. Nothing beats immersion.
True, even a short trip can make a big difference.
It's amazing how quickly they pick things up when they're surrounded by the language.
But okay, let's be real. Screen time is a worry for every parent.
It is, and language apps are part of that.
So how do we balance it all?
It's all about moderation, set limits, just like with anything else.
And remember that language learning isn't just about apps.
Right. It's about using the language, having real conversations. You're the guide on this journey.
Speaking of guides, what about tutoring for teens who need extra help?
Tutoring can be a game changer, and it's not hard to find a tutor these days.
How do we find one?
Start with a simple online search, language tutor plus your city.
And there are those online platforms too, right?
Yeah, like Check Tutors, Wisance, they have filters for everything.
Price, experience, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And check out your local schools and libraries too. They often have lists.
And word of mouth, ask other parents.
Yes, recommendations are gold.
Awesome. Oh, before we forget, you mentioned those Foreign Service Institute rankings.
Oh yeah, the FSI rankings.
I'm kind of fuzzy on those. What are they all about?
Basically, the FSI, they train diplomats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they figured out how long it took to learn different languages.
So those rankings can help us manage expectations, right?
Absolutely. Especially if your teen's tackling a really tough language.
It's all about celebrating progress, no matter how small. And remember, parents, you're not alone in this.
There are tons of resources out there to help you.
Tell us what's working for you.
Yeah, share your tips, your favorite apps, anything.
Let's build a language learning community in the comments.
So that's a great idea.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It was fun.
And remember, keep those conversations going in any language.